fans, we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First down, it's Darnold. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Evans leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Benjamin's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit.
Darnold from the gun. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
It looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Detroit!
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw, Darnold. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Gun!
To throw on second down is Darnold. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that's complete to Croft. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now, big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Darnold for the red zone now. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Darnold. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. Now they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a third and goal. On the give, this is Drake. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a fourth and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On On second down, here's Mixon. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got Will Tye complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And last time they got not 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Darnold now on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And incomplete here on third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals getting set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly, here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A first down throw, Darnold. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Darnold sliding out of the pocket. And the grab by Croft. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The win to run past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Darnold. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jordan Willis in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Darnold. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Watch you now, Barney!
Now Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it. He let one slip away last week as well. So now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out of practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it. Putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Lucky 56. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Buster Screen is able to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. 1st and 10 right at the 20. A handoff to Mixon. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Joe Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Darnold down to throw. He's going to air one. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Darnold steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Darnold. Nunez got it complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now it's Darnold. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. Now a handoff working right. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The tackle by Tremaine Johnson.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Back to throw. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the run, it's Mixon. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
on the ground they go with a running back. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Detroit!
And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Darnold. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Lorenzo Molden in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jordan Jenkins, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now out come the Jets. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Four down. No. Check. Patriot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety, Marcus May, in there on the coverage. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And the Jets set to take the field. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Nice, sweetheart. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Darnold from the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Darnold on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Detroit! Gun! Hot!
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time. Darnold from the red zone now. His throw incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Watch him now, Barney!
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
You got him. You got him. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw, Darnold. This will be caught at about the 6. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And the Bengals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Cincinnati, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. She's a keeper. No burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut. Mayday. Bubbles and these models and it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. Right now, talk to the man right now.